come on in.
Hi, Claire.
Hi, Angela.
How are you?
Pretty well. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I'm a little sad today.
How was your week last week?
It was okay. Monday, you're going to be mad at me.
I bet I won't be mad at you. I know you're doing your best.
Well, I got into a fight with Dave. We were talking about our future, and he got mad, and I got mad, and then I almost cut. But then I went on a walk with my friend Meg instead.
That's really big of you. That was a big decision.
Yeah.
That's tough. I'm really proud of you for not cutting.
Thank you.
That must have been really hard. Good work. Good work. What kept you from cutting?
I just remembered how you told me that I need to clear my mind when I get that urge. And I did, and Meg helped me talk things through, and I'm glad I didn't do it.
Good work. That's tough. Do you have your diary card from the week?
I do.
I'm very proud of you, and of course I'm not mad. Thank you. All right, so you said you almost cut on Monday, but instead you took a walk with your friend.
Mm-hmm.
On y'all's walk, did you practice any mindfulness skills, or what did y'all talk about, or did you just take the time to calm down and debrief?
I did the breathing exercises you taught me.
Great.
And just talking it through really helped me clear my mind.
Good. Well, I'm so glad that you took a positive coping route instead of going back to old habits. I know that was tough. Great work. Tuesday and Wednesday look good. I see you use the Dear Man technique on Tuesday to describe, express, assert, reinforce, be mindful, appear confident, and negotiate. That's great, because that was one of the skills we learned at one of our first sessions. Good work. And Thursday was yesterday. Shows you had a pretty good day. Anything exciting happen?
Yesterday? Thursday?
Yesterday.
Oh, yesterday. Yeah, my older sister found out she was pregnant. So
That's so exciting.
Yeah.
You're going to be an auntie.
I am.
Congratulations.
Yes. But then it makes me a little sad about my future because she's moving on so fast, and Dave and I are still standing still. We're not married. So that's why I'm a little down today.
Understandable. But I want you to remember to be mindful and present in the moment now. And that your time will come. But right now, we're working on the here and the now and being present now. And being healthy in your relationships. You've already made some really great choices earlier in the week by refraining from your high-risk behaviors and choosing positive routes. So today is in your control, and you can change it how you want it. All right, and today is Friday. And so today for us, do you remember a couple sessions ago when we worked on our mindful breathing?
Yes.
Where you just get relaxed and you put your feet on the ground, your hands on your knees or on the table, wherever's comfortable. You're going to take a deep inhale in for 3 breaths, 3 counts. Hold for 2 and out for 3. Let's do a couple rounds of those together. And then I have an activity to strengthen our mindfulness muscles together. Feeling good?
Mm-hmm.
You need a few more rounds or good to go?
I think I'm good to go.
All right, so you remember, I think last session we talked about this circle.
Yes.
Do you remember what that means?
Remind me again.
Right here is our goal, and this is called the wise mind. Okay. And over here is the reasonable mind. And this is the emotional mind. So sometimes in our daily lives we let a reasonable mind, which is fact only, no emotions, leaving your real true inner feelings aside and just focusing on the fact. And that's not good. And focusing only on the emotions, on your feelings, not considering any facts of the situation, that's not good either. So our goal in therapy is to find this, the wise mind. And that's a balance between the facts and the tough, hard-hitting material and the emotions and what you feel. So what we've been working on has been incorporating those two to build your wise mind. I know it sounds kind of corny, but we're going to work on, just like how you go to the gym and you work out with weights or you run and you strengthen those muscles, that's the same with your mindfulness muscle. So the more you practice that, the stronger your mindfulness will come, and it'll become something that's natural that you can incorporate in your daily life to help you deal with situations of anything, simple stuff like going grocery shopping, or big stuff like you're becoming an aunt.
Okay.
So today I have an activity to strengthen our mindfulness muscles.
Okay.
So you mentioned that you had a new puppy,
Yes.
right? And just like with the new puppy, you can't just say stop and sit, right? The dog's not going to do that. You have to train it, you have to coach it, you have to teach it, and after a while, eventually it'll stop and sit, right? The same is with our minds. I know for me, at least, it's really hard for me to stop my mind from running all over the place. And I have to remind myself to be present and to be mindful in the present moment. So I have a few little techniques for us to try to work on doing just that.
Okay.
So it's incorporating our 5 senses. Now that's pretty elementary, you learned that in kindergarten, but do you remember the 5 senses?
Sight.
Good.
Hearing. Smell, touch, and taste.
Perfect. A+. You passed first grade.
Awesome.
So we're going to start out with smell.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yes.
So let me grab my stuff. And throughout this, I want you to just try your best to remain mindful, remain present in the moment, and focus on the scent that we're working on.
Okay.
Sorry, I had to go to my supplies closet. So here we have 2 different scents.
Okay.
This is eucalyptus oil, which has relaxing qualities, and this is a perfume. So you can take a sniff of either one of those, whichever one you find pleasant and relaxing. I want you to do a couple of rounds. It's kind of strong. I want you to do a couple of rounds of the mindful breathing and just focus on this scent and focus on how that makes you feel in the present moment. And if it helps you, try closing your eyes and focusing just on being mindful and present with that scent. Nothing else is here, just that scent. Okay. What was that experience like?
It really soothed me. It was really sweet, so I liked it. It was kind of soothing.
Good. That was the intention. So you can use this. There's smells all around us in the world, everywhere. For example, you went on a walk on Monday. I'm sure there were tons of smells, but sometimes our mind gets so filled with clutter that we're not noticing the simple things that can really help us calm down. So if you take a walk next week, or just even when you leave here, be mindful and think, what are these smells? Can help you calm down. So the next sense we're going to work with is touch. I have a couple of options for touch. Touch is my most sensory experience, so I have a few choices for you. Pardon my cough. Sorry.
Oh, very good.
So this is Play-Doh.
Okay.
That could also be scent, take you back to your childhood.
Okay.
And these are some beads.
Okay.
So the beads have a texture, and if you want to use these, you can just run them through your hands. Same deal, but you're focusing on the touch and the feeling of what that feels like at the present moment. And this, I think you might like this. This is kinetic sand. So it's kind of like sand at the beach, but it's not as sticky, but it's pretty cool.
Okay.
So just whichever one that you find pleasing to you. I thought so. It's pretty cool, and it's a really neat tactile experience.
Okay. Wow.
So I'll let you get used to that. It's pretty different. So whenever you're ready, just center back to your breath. Come into that and be mindful in the. Be mindful in the present moment. Focus on how these senses can help you regulate. Good use of breath. How was that?
This is very relaxing.
No, it's very relaxing. That's one of my favorite mindful sense activities as well. What was that like for you? Were you able to become more mindful with the feeling more than the sense?
Yes. I let go of all my worries, and I just felt the sand, and it really relaxed me.
It's pretty soothing.
Mm-hmm.
Part of these exercises are to help you find which senses that you can use to help you regulate. So definitely remember that feeling. This could be anything. This can even be feeling your own skin or rubbing your hands or your hair. Anything that you're feeling and your senses attached to that have a lot of power. So kinetic sand, Brookstone. It's a great investment.
Great fun.
So the next, that's the lad for you. The next sense we're going to work with, if that's all right with you, is hearing. So I'm sure you have a favorite song that you might listen to.
Yeah.
So this is a little different of hearing. I have a sound machine here. So I'm going to turn it on, and there's a few different options. So same deal, same as all the other senses. We're going to tune in, focus on your breath, let your senses become aware of these different sounds. Let me see if I can get this to work. Okay, sorry. So there's a few different options. Just whenever you hear one that's pleasing to you, just raise your hand and I'll leave it on that.
Like this.
Yeah, this is okay. Same deal, work on your breath, work on being present in the moment, being able to focus in that one mind, the here and now. The new machine. What was that like for you? Did you get the same relief or ability to focus here that you did when you were playing with the kinetic sand, or was it different?
It was a little different. It let me zone out a little bit, but the sand, I felt, it kept me a little bit more busy.
Good.
But this was relaxing.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I love the sound machine. I think it has a lot of power. All right. So we have 2 more senses, right? We have taste and sight. Is there anyone you would like to do first?
I brought
Perfect.
a picture that you told me to bring in.
Great. So last week I asked you to bring in a soothing picture.
Yes.
And you did so greatly. That's
Yes.
beautiful.
I brought in this
That's
beautiful
wonderful.
clownfish thing.
Awesome. So now you know the purpose of why I had you bring in a picture.
Yes.
I'd like for you to do the same breathing, the same being present and mindful, but I want you to focus on this picture. Maybe try and notice something you haven't noticed new about it. Notice the beauty that is in the ocean and the feelings that you associate in your body when you look at this. Okay. There's so many beautiful things around us, and sometimes our mind is completely blind to those. And so if we're able to come to the present moment, take a deep breath, and be able to look around and see the beauty around us, sometimes that'll help us remind us why we're here, or what our purpose is. So how was this looking at for you? I know this is an important picture for you.
I liked it, but I never actually noticed how like rich the colors were until I took time to actually look at it and understand it and take time out of my day. But it's just the colors are amazing, and the fact that this is real and exists, and you forget those things sometimes. So it was relaxing.
Good. Did you feel any sensations in your body that were relieving tension by looking at
Yes.
this?
I felt happy and like relieved in a way. It relieved me.
Definitely. Great work. That is beautiful. I agree. So sight is something that's around us, and that we're blessed with that gift to be able to see and experience that and use that to, in our wise mind, to regulate our emotions. So last one. You're doing great, and this is taste. Another great sense. So I know you might be super full from Thanksgiving still, so I just brought a little.
Never too full.
I understand, but here I have some peppermints, if you're a chocolate girl, a Snickers, or a Starburst orange. So you can pick whichever one is pleasing to you. Same deal, focusing on our senses, becoming present in the moment. You know what, I'm going to have one with you. So just observe while the mint's in your mouth what that tastes like, how that feels in your mouth, and try and fully experience it to the best of your ability. Alright. So something I noticed when I had the mint in my mouth as well is that I could also hear it and I could also feel it moving around in my mouth, but I could also taste it and even smell it. So it's kind of all five senses for me. I've been a little sick, so smelling this is a new scent for me this week. But these are the little things that you can incorporate in your daily pattern that and tie in all these senses and remind you to be mindful. So what was having the taste of mint in your mouth like?
Like you said, it hit all of my senses. It soothes me because it's mint, and so it cleared my passageway.
Allergies.
Very soothing.
It really
And
is.
relaxing.
And sometimes it's the little things like this that you don't realize hold so much power and can control and help you regulate until you really take time to be mindful and be present. So this is just a few little things that you can use throughout your week. I encourage you to remain mindful in the present moment and use these skills, even just rubbing your hands on your legs, touching your pants, anything, noticing something new this week as part of your homework for the week.
Okay.
And so to close us off, I have a little reading from a book that I think you might enjoy, and then we are finished for the week. So I'm really proud of you for overcoming your struggle earlier in the week and making the choice and choosing to take the wise mind route instead of making the harmful route. I know that was huge for you. So I'm really proud of you. So I have a little breathing meditation for us to close on. And then I want to encourage you for this upcoming week, as always, if anything comes up, if you need to talk to anyone or if you're in crisis, you know that I'm available for telephone coaching on the observed limits that we talked about at the beginning. But do not feel bad about calling if you need me. I will be there, and that's part of our relationship together and our work together is incorporating that.
Okay.
So let me know, and you have my phone number whenever. This is one little last mindful activity, and then I'll send you out to go practice.
Okay.
All right? So let's sit up straight in your chair with your feet planted firmly on the ground. Gently breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Breathe in. I welcome guidance. Breathe out. I am willing to see the truth. Breathe in. I am fearless. Breathe out. I release attack. Breathe in. I let go of the past. Breathe out. I release the future. Breathe in. I welcome the present moment. Breathe out. I allow my inner guide to lead me to what is real. It's just a little closing activity for us. I really appreciate your honesty and your truthfulness and your hard work. I know you've been working hard and you're getting closer to graduating soon enough. It'll be here before you know it. So like I said, I encourage you, at any time this week, give me a call. Let me know. I'm really proud of your past week. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
See you next week.